Good afternoon, and thanks for being here. Veronica, should I call you V?
That's fine.
All right, thank you. We are so honored and privileged to have you here this afternoon to just talk about you, get to know you, and maybe take away some life lessons and some wisdom nuggets. So tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Okay, well, like you said, my name is Veronica Petty. I'm actually originally from Battle Creek, Michigan, but I've been living here for about 20 years.
Okay.
I'm a mom of 4 girls. I'm a member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and Jack and Jill of America.
Wow, lots of great things, lots of responsibilities.
Lots.
Yes.
Oh, and I own a business.
Oh, there you go. And what kind of business do you run?
My business is named Generational Wealth and Investments. I'm a real estate broker.
We want to learn more about that.
Yes.
But first, we'd like to know what grounds you, what keeps you going on a daily basis.
I'll probably say my family.
Okay.
Pretty much, because my girls are my heart, and pretty much my day to day is I don't make a decision without thinking about them as far as what they need or things they need to do. So it kind of gets a little stressful and hectic, but that's why we have Pilates.
And yet you manage to come to Pilates
Yeah.
regularly.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I do.
Yes. So how has Pilates grounded you?
Yes, this has probably been the most challenging year of my life. And Pilates got introduced to me by a girlfriend this year. I did regular Pilates back, way back when, but as far as reformer Pilates, and why it keeps me grounded is because, I have that 45 minutes of not having to think. I don't have to think about work. I don't have to think about the kids. I don't have to think about just life things. So it brought me peace every time I come. So it's just me and the instructor, and that's it.
Amazing. Mind-body
This is
connection. What's your favorite class?
Depends on how sore I am. I do like the obliques and cheeks, but I also like flow as well.
Nice. And how has Pilates, in terms of your self-care routine,
Yes.
what does that look like? Like, what would be a self-care routine that you run through the week for you?
The week
Mm-hmm.
and when I incorporate Pilates.
Yes.
Well, normally that's pretty much the first thing that I do.
Okay.
Well, first I will take that back. The first thing I do is get my kid to school. Get my kid to school, and that's why I always make sure there's a 9:30 availability, because no matter what class it is, I'm going to come in around that 9:30 mark.
Okay.
So I have to have it in my life at least 3 times a week, at least, just for that peace. Because like I said, I don't think about anything during that time.
Amazing. So that's 3 times a week in your rhythm. What's your daily rhythm? Like, what's a non-negotiable for you daily that you have to do or that you practice?
Let's see, my non-negotiable. Well, I do something for myself every day. That's something that I learned during my trying time of the year, is I have to move with ease. Okay, so nothing that's going to get my stress levels higher. So, like I said, with working out, it regulates my system. If it's not Pilates that I'm doing, then it's walking or kickboxing or just stretching or sitting in the steam room. But I have to have at least an hour of my time.
So you reward yourself with wellness.
With wellness.
That
is
amazing.
my thing. That is my thing. I have to have it.
If I open up your purse, what would we see in your purse?
Oh,
what would we find?
What would you find today?
Yes.
Will probably be some beauty products.
Okay, so what's the best beauty product you're using right now?
Lip Bar, all day.
Oh, love.
Lip Bar, Melissa Butler, my favorite. I probably have 2 shelves full of just the Lip Bar.
Amazing. I love the Lip Bar. And just segueing into just your identity and representation as a woman and as a woman of color, leading and running a business, what does that look like for you, and how did you come to open up your own business?
Oh, no problem. Well, actually, when I first graduated from college, I was in pharmaceutical sales. And then my father also did real estate as well. He was an engineer. So he introduced me to real estate. So as soon as I got introduced again to real estate as an adult, then I transitioned over to being an agent, and then I got into being a broker. So I opened my business maybe about 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, about 20 years ago. I took some time back when I had kids, but then I came back on, and I'm going full-fledged. And luckily right now things have changed so much, but women are leading. Okay. We're leading, and so there's a lot of resources that you can go to that help you with your business if you're just starting out, or if you need finances or anything like that. Especially in the city of Detroit, there's so many people there that can help you with that.
And what does generational wealth as the name of your business, what
Yes.
does that mean to you?
Yes, generational wealth and investments, which I think we talked about generational health
Yes.
before. It's just being able to learn about your assets that you have, to learn how to protect them, and to also pass them down to your children. A lot of times some people may purchase real estate or properties and they don't know what to do with it afterwards. So just say if there was a death, where would it go? You wouldn't want it to be just caught up in probate. You also want to learn about trust and wills and things like that. So with my company, you purchase your real estate, but we also make like your life plan as well.
So you're more than a real estate company.
Yeah.
You're the full
Generational wealth
turkey.
and investment.
That's right. You're the full turkey package.
Yeah.
And how
Thank
do you show up for your community as a business leader trying to put together this generational wealth?
Well, I do partner with some people, like they do like free classes or seminars as well, that would just educate people about what to do with what you already have. Because, if you are a property owner or aspire to be, or an investor, you can be your own bank too. So sometimes it may be harder to get lending out there, but I just try to educate the community on how you can be your own financing to get the things that you need. If it's providing for your kid to go to school or anything like that, like I said, you can reach in within what you already have, and you don't have to have $1 million or anything like that, but you just need to learn how to use it.
So where do we learn that? Like, how do we access that wealth of knowledge that you have?
Contact me.
All right. So do you hold workshops?
Sometimes I do.
Okay.
And in the spring, we plan on doing a new whole rollout, so I would definitely keep you posted.
Sure. And how does that, I just love how your business doesn't just take care of that real estate transaction.
Yes.
It takes care of the post transactions.
Yes.
And how does that make you as a business leader in this community? How do you help the underrepresented, the people that don't know any better? Like, how do you show up for them?
Yeah, well, I think mainly is you have to go where people are, so like you said, they may be underrepresented, so you just go to that community, and you may partner with someone that's in that neighborhood, so then you can go and give them the resources and you can walk them through. Like when you say underrepresented, sometimes they may have a lower credit score, and there's someone on my team that helps you rebuild your credit score. Even if it takes 6 months or even a year, but there's people that will help you. There's different first-time homebuyer programs that will get you there from A to Z. So it doesn't matter if you're not ready next week. You may be ready in 6 months. You may be ready in a year, but you just have to get started.
Excellent.
So you just go where it's at.
So who inspired you to open up this business that's not a transactional business, but
Right.
more of a relationship business?
It is a relationship business. I would say it started from my father, because like I said, he was an engineer at Kellogg's from Battle Creek. So he was an engineer at Kellogg's, but he also bought properties on the side. So as a kid, I really wasn't paying attention to it, didn't think anything about it till I got older, and I realized, okay, well, that makes sense, and it was familiar because I used to go with him to different properties and things like that, and hear him talk to his friends and everything about what to do with their money and investing. And so when I got older, I said, okay, I'm gonna apply some of those principles because I know that it works, because I've lived it. I know that it works, and then I just went from there.
If there's one thing that you can advise a person once they buy this real estate, what would that be?
Once they buy the real estate?
Yes.
For like your primary or investment properties?
I guess
Well,
we can do both.
Either
Let's
one
do-
is
yeah.
to get educated. Hopefully you do have an agent or someone that can educate you on the area, the taxes, so you really know how much you're actually going to pay for the property, how to balance your budget, which that also go with your lender, make sure that you have the proper lender, because it's a whole team. So it's not just with me. Like I said, you want to get with the right lender that's going to go over your finances. You're going to want to get with the right appraiser that's going to value your property. It's a whole thing. It's not just one person, but mainly get your education.
how did you get to build such a strong community that really like leans in for your client? You know, all different ways it sounds like, from lending to legacy building to succession planning. How did that community get built?
You know what? I actually go to different people's programs as well, because you can't, like, your learning experience never stops. It doesn't matter where you are in life, you can always learn more. And like I said, with nowadays things are so different with the internet and everything, that you have such a further reach, you know, to reach out to people. So I go to different programs that I see. I might not know anyone there. I might not know the person who's putting it on, but if it's something that I can learn from and add to my business or just my own personal knowledge, then I'll just go. I just did an online class this morning.
Nice.
Just this morning, because like I said, you can always learn, always be better.
So what's key to your success?
Key to my success, I guess just keep going. Just keep going, no matter if you hit a roadblock or anything like that, or life hits you, because life, you know, always, you know, life, you know, you just got to keep going. Stay grounded with your faith. Keep your close friends around you. You know, always take care of your family, and you know, as long as you feel that safety net. For me, if you feel that safety net, it just kind of keeps you going.
Nice. I'd like to segue into the community focus, your legacy. What kind of legacy are you building for your daughters?
Yeah, well, right now, in regards to real estate, I'm building a wealth legacy, a wealth legacy for them. But as far as with working out, because I do incorporate them with my workouts too, so I can see, because some of them are older. So I can see when you said, you know, take them with me to go work out, that now they're living on their own and they do the same thing. You know, when they were younger and I was making smoothies and pressed juices, they hated it. But now when they're older, they're like, hey mom, you know, I made some smoothies today, or I made some pressed juices. And I know that came from when they were a kid.
So you're led by example.
By example.
Wow. And what's a book that you're reading now or that you've read that really resonated with you?
It's an audio
Take
book.
your time.
I'm like, it's an audio book. Is it called Excelling with Expectations? I can't think of who the author is, but it's an audio book that I listen to in the car almost every day.
Key takeaway from that audio book.
Yeah. Let me see. With the audio book, she pretty much was saying how you have to absorb everything that hits you in life, and it's all about how you react to it. Which actually relates to when I said I had a hard year. There's so many things that can hit you from so many different ways, but it's really how you respond, because you can't control anybody else with anything. So you can only control how you respond and how you take it. So, you know, as Michelle Obama, they say, they go low, you go high. That's in my heart. that is in my heart, because so many things just comes at you in life, and you just have to have a positive spin. So like I said, Pilates came in at the right time. That was my vice. That is my vice, is Pilates. So just however you take it.
Finish this sentence for me. Veronica is
kind, patient, energetic, loyal.
And if you're a Pilates principal, and it's precision, it's breath, it's control, it's centering, it's flow, it's concentration, what Pilates principle would you be?
I would be flow at this moment in life.
Oh,
I would be flow.
Tell me more.
Because one of my friends have a slogan, and she says, "Move with ease."
Oh,
she's a Pilates princess too. And and that helps regulate my system. Just move with ease. Don't let anything, you know, get your heart rate up other than your workout. You know,
that's right.
That's
Love.
So flow. Move with ease.
That's right. Thank you, Veronica, for joining us this afternoon.
No problem.
Sharing your words of wisdom, taking poses with us.
I love it.
Yes, we love you, and thanks for balancing life together with us today. Take care.
Thank you.
Wow, I feel good.